The Simpsons is a show that took a surprising amount of time to see its episodes released in season-by-season editions. Until then, we were treated to DVD bundles that would feature 4 episodes randomly placed together, and some title would be given to show some cohesion or common theme shared across the 4 episodes. Why am I talking about this, you ask? Well, I'm going to... Springfield Murder Mysteries features 4 Springfield Murder Mysteries, including my favourite episode in the entire show, Cape Fear. She knew it was going to do quite well on this list. Also the only DVD on this list to feature a 2-parter in Who Shot Mr. Burns Part 1 and 2. Also Black Widower. Great episodes all round, and on theme. Don't get used to that. Treehouse of Horror contains 4 Treehouse of Horror related episodes. Neat. Christmas contains 4 Christmas themed episodes. Neat. Around the World in 80 Days features 4 travelling episodes. I would rank it higher, but it doesn't include the episode where the family go to Delaware. Heaven and Hell. You're here for a hell of a time. Crime and Punishment features crime and or punishment. You see, we're still here. We're still on the good bit. Things still make sense. Things are still correlating. We have yet to jump the shark. Kiss and Tell, the story of their love. More like Naked and Gay, the story of Marge's tits. Last Temptation of Homer. This one works alright for me, except I struggle to see how Homer alone fits in as well as the others, though I can't hate a bit of Rancho Relaxer. Risky Business, featuring classics such as Homer becoming a Smithers, Homer playing Mark Ply's new interactive game, Marge encountering sexism, and Marge becoming a real estate agent. Sure. Too Hot for TV contains a series of episodes not in fact too hot for TV. The Simpsons Against the World is a liar. Homer versus Lisa in the 8th Commandment as his daughter in a religious text. Marge versus the monorail, a singular monorail built within a citywide area. Bart versus a country that doesn't even exist. And don't even get me started on Homer versus Patty and Selma. I do like the title versus theme though. This could have been ranked better with a simple change from against to versus. Irony. Simpsons Greatest Hits avoids hate from me for not featuring such iconic episodes, such as Marge vs. the Monorail, Cape Fear, and You Only Move Twice, due to those episodes getting more time to shine in other releases. But where in the Lord's name is Last Exit to Springfield? But other than that, not a bad selection of episodes. Manages to feature a classic from most of the show's early seasons, apart from surprisingly Season 3, which they seem to have forgot existed, and threw in Trash of the Titans, which seemed to cash in on the 200th episode factor when it was released, but now just seems to end the DVD on a bit of a lackluster finish. Simpsons have gone bloody wild. You are not ready for this. You are not ready for this. Homer's Night Out. Homer's Night Out. The one where Marge thinks Homer might be setting a bad example for their 10-year-old child. Sunday, Cruddy Sunday. The one where Homer goes out with the boys. And then you've got the Mention family, where Homer gets to mention him and the family have a bit of a jam session. But then he goes on a boat with the boys. Boys! Oh, ho, ho. And then you finish up with Homer the Mo, when Mo watches old professor commit suicide in front of his very eyes. And then Homer opens the home bar for the boys! Oh. Backstage Pass contains episodes featuring musical acts and or musical events, and wins my prize for the worst collection of 4 episodes featured on this list. Simpsons.com. Grow up! As you can imagine, this one features technology such as computers, theme park, and bus. Christmas 2! Christmas 2 contains 4 episodes that were rejected for Christmas 1. You can tell. Also, I'm taking points off for Dude, Where's My Ranch? It features literally less than 5 minutes of Christmas. I don't care how catchy Everybody Hates Ned Flanders is. Raiders of the Lost Fridge contains food and or food references. Dark Secrets of the Simpsons. You are not going to believe this. On Your Marks, Get Set, Dough doesn't contain the one episode literally dedicated to racing. Sex, Lies, and The Simpsons. There's no sex.
Not Spanish.
Viva La Simpsons. Homer at the Bad isn't Spanish. Springfield isn't Spanish. The clowns are not Spanish. Viva la Netflix in Vegas. None of this is Spanish. Number 2, When You Dish Upon a Star. And I may be clearly getting a little bit lackluster on the energy as I'm just getting preemptive getting to my number 1. But you've got Simpsons Go to Hollywood, which features 4 episodes, none of which take place in Hollywood. You got When You Dish Upon a Star, that contains at least celebrities from or associated with Hollywood. That one gets a free pass. You're then treated to Krusty Gets Cancelled, which is Krusty's show, filmed entirely in Springfield. It's not Hollywood. Fear of Flying is Marge encountering her phobia. Maybe she's flying to Hollywood, I don't know. But it's mainly Marge talking to a therapist. And you know what? I couldn't tell you the 4th episode if you had me tied to a chair with a knife to my throat, because that is the investment that I have in Simpsons Go to Hollywood. But guess what? It's time for number 1. Flaming Moe's. I remember when I was a child walking into the supermarket and seeing this DVD. Bart Wars. Bart, Luke Skywalker, Homer, Darth Vader. Beauty, bliss, or at least that's what I thought was promised to me. I was excited, I was hopeful, I was ready. I bought that DVD and I put it on and I was greeted with Mad to the Mob, a cracking episode that ticks all the boxes for what this DVD advertised. Yeah, it's not exactly the full-on Star Wars parody my 12-year-old brain thought I might be getting, but that didn't matter. This episode was a treat from start to finish, with a fun story, plenty of funny moments, stakes, and great guest performances from Mark Hamill and Joe Mantegna. But the fun didn't stop there. We still had 3 episodes to go after all, so what was next? Dog of Death, an episode where Santa's little helper nearly dies and needs an expensive surgery that the family then resent him for. Why? It didn't fit the theme or even the general tone of what the DVD was going for. I was baffled. The Secret War of Lisa Simpson, this one was chosen because it has war in the title, but it was not the war I was promised. Marge Be Not Proud, a masterpiece from start to finish, but it didn't match the theme. None of these episodes, bar the first, matched the theme. Hang on a minute. Have I been looking at this DVD the wrong way all these years? 12-year-old me saw that DVD cover and expected Star Wars. And I've held a grudge for nearly 16 years, but Star Wars was never promised. Bart Wars was, which Marge Be Not Proud delivers. Bart v Marge. The Secret War of Lisa Simpson features Bart battling himself to do the right thing and support his sister. Dog of Death features Bart fighting for his dog's life and then for him to come home at the end. Meaning the true outlier of this DVD is, and always has been, Mad to the Mob. The only episode I originally thought hit the theme. Perhaps I treated these DVDs too harshly. We can't change the past, but maybe we can change the way we view it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you at some point. I always have the same philosophy that I like to always bring to set on every single shoot. Don't drive yourself. Drive others. To drive yourself. I'll always remember on the set of Wimpy 2 Electric Boogaloo, Oswald Plato, he approached me and he said, I'll never forget these words. He said, "We are on the cusp of greatness." And it's, we have the same motto that we always like to say to each other every morning on set. Oswald will always say to me, "How high do you want to jump today?" And I always say the same thing back, "Is the moon an option?" Naturally, I'm aware that it isn't. Simpsons DVD. On the set of my festival-winning film Villainy, which I directed along with 4 other individuals, Daniel Speed, the main protagonist, the main actor, he approached me, and I'll never forget these words that he said to me on that day. He said, "We are on the cusp of greatness." Naturally, when you've dabbled in the inner belly of the manatee that is this industry, you develop an understandable inability to separate subjectivity and objective judgment from your own internal biases. So naturally, due to this, I couldn't include it on the list.